What's up, motherfuckers? I'm just kidding. What is up, YouTube? What is up, world? What's up, Google? Internet? Internet. Trap either way we look at it, whether we're entering a net or we're interacting on a web, we're still trapped either way. What is up, good people? Interesting day today. Much to talk about. I had my display capture up. Uh, Memory card problems. God damn, you think that you'd spend $1,000 in video equipments and all this tons of money, tons of resource, tons of efforts, tons of time. You would think stuff would work. Apparently not the case. It rarely does. It's just one of them things. The reason it's kind of important, this has been an ongoing project, trying to get everything squared away. Been working for several hours. I had a lot of stuff I wanted to cover in this live stream with you all tonight. Dear God, skip this file. Okay, continue. Skip all the files with errors. Continue. I don't even know. Let me see. Hopefully, man, would at least let me play the videos. I don't even know where to find them, if it will. The damn GoPro, this thing is just pissing me off, to say the least. Are you not even, let me guess, you're not even going to allow me access. God damn it. Apparently, the GoPro has decided that I'm not allowed to access any of the footage that I've taken for the last several hours, which kind of sucks because I did have some developments today that were pretty cool. I did manage to capture the footage from from the Gorilla Glue crosses. I got some footage of that. My memory card is pretty much void, worthless. The typical cable that I use to act as a link between the PC and the GoPro has mysteriously vanished. Unfortunately, I put it in somebody's car and it just it's no longer there. It is what it is, folks. We'll just do without. But I got some more chickens today. I got some Bantams. Let's see. I got 11 Bantam hens. That was pretty interesting. I got 3 white leghorns. I did manage to get that as well. I did get the chicken coop secure, so break-ins should not be a problem going forward. What else did I do? I had to stake up several of the banana pepper plants. The the Carolina Reapers had been kind of slow thus far. I mean, a lot of vegetative growth, but not a lot of growth with regards to flowers or potential flower sites, or so I thought. Lo and behold, today I go out and the Carolina Reapers have started. Don't have Carolina Reaper peppers just yet. We've got flower sites. That should be very interesting. I took went ahead and took the autoflowers out today. I let the autoflowers get a little bit of overcast, not really sun. We've not had sun. But I have started acclimating them to a full outdoor because, you know, that's the intent. they are going to be outdoors, minus whichever one we choose for the seed project, because she's going to need to be kept. I want to keep close tabs on her. She's going to probably remain in a semi-controlled environment for the duration of her grow. What else did I do? What else did I do? Oh, somebody came and decided to mow my yard. I don't have much grass. I mean, I do, but I'm in the woods. I don't have much. Got a little bit. My hunch, although I can't prove it, my hunch is that since few of my other projects are in flower, they're trying to sweeten me up as we get, closer to that time. People are fucking, I don't know. Anyway, I was in a pretty good mood until I lost that damn cord. I was out there, I worked on it because I kept the GoPro with me today. I thought, well, shit, man. A lot of this stuff I need to share on the channel. I need to, as I'm doing some of these projects, I need to better document what goes into them. Not just for personal record, but, for the average general Joe Q public citizen, so that they can hopefully learn something. Maybe help them out. Just got done eating a most excellent salad. Oh, that was something else I did. Going forward, the time, effort, and other wise resources that are devoted to attempting to try to pull off a spring harvest of cabbage as well as a fall harvest, they're just not worth it. Maybe your particular geographic location will afford you the opportunity to have some success and do both. It just got too fast, too quick. It didn't work out here. However, I didn't want it to just be a total loss. I had several heads of cabbage that they went ahead, they formed their heads, and then just, getting kind of hot, just not doing well. I figured the real estate that they were taking up, cabbage takes up a large spot. I figured it would be more beneficial to utilize that space for some of our stuff that's coming along a little bit nicer. So I did go ahead and do that. And Whistle Pig from the 208. Cheers, friend. Thank you for being here. I'm just going over some nothing real special, the going-ons of daily, typical, average life when you grow your own foods, grow your own medicine, preserve your own foods and medicines, and basically try to live off the land in alignment with nature, as opposed to being a useless eater, also known as a consumer, also known as a citizen, and just sucking off the system because you can. There's better ways to do it. We don't all do things the best way or the most efficient way, but I am trying to transition myself into a way of living that is more conducive to positive development, and I'm trying to help others do the same along the way. Thank you for being here, friend. It's going to be a rough one, folks. It's my last cigarette. I think I could roll me one. I think I got a little bit of tobacco somewhere. Not really concerned about that right now. Went ahead and picked up some more of the hot variety of the banana peppers. Should be lovely, should be lovely. Are we going to be able to get maybe I better move that camera for just a minute. Let's see what this, let me see if I can, not that one. Oh yeah, let me move this just briefly, and let's see if maybe we can, if I'm able to do this. Don't count on it, folks, because like I said, electronic wise, things are not wanting to work with me today. But what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to go ahead and turn this light on. We can kill this other light for just a moment. Oh, it sucks getting old, I don't even know if we've got enough light to do this. We're going to try. We might. Oh yeah. I don't know. Maybe I could zoom in on her just a bit. Zoom in on her just a bit. Let's see. What's that doing for us? Oh yeah. We'll make her bigger. As we can see, folks, and I don't have enough light in here. She's wanting to go back outside. She says, let me have some real sun. I want real sun. Fuck some motherfucking LEDs. Give me that real sun. Anyway, she's just blowing in the wind. We'll just leave her up there. Let her hang out for a bit. She'll be alright. But, so anyway, it's always fun. We always have a plethora of chores, lots of stuff, lots of what I like to refer to as busy work. Things that keep us out of trouble, keep us motivated, and keep us with good food, good medicine. It's not something that you're going to get from a doctor's practice. You're the guinea pig. That's why it's a practice. They practice on you to perfect their skill, but their skill set was never intended to be for your benefit. You're just a useless cattle, livestock. So anyway, we should get some, we'll probably get rain tomorrow, which will be day 14 of no sun. But, there's a silver lining. It has been prophesied that we would get some sun as of Monday. Maybe. The geoengineers have spoken and said that maybe, just maybe, if we all keep our heads buried in the sand and keep our mouths shut, they may bless us and bestow sunshine on us Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's it at best case scenario. I don't really see it happening. It would be lovely if it did. Temperatures are all okay right now. I'm looking, let me see, what am I looking at right now? I'm looking at 87%, 87 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm looking at 57 degrees relative humidity. Jinx is in chat. Whistle Pig is still in chat. I perceive. Hello. Interesting day. I got more birds. I picked up 10 or 11 Bantams, bannies. I got 10 or 11 of those. I got 3 white leghorn hens. I still have 3 of the golden comets. Yes. It was interesting. It was a very interesting, and I took the GoPro with me today, and I was so proud of myself. I recorded all kinds of footage. I got back here to the house. I said, "Oh, cool. Let's take and see what we got." It wasn't meant to be. piece of shit motherfucking memory card, piece of shit fucking. And then my cable is disappeared. I need to get my outdoor grow room set up. I need to get after I get the outdoor grow room set up, I think the you fucking ass. So see, even after, so if the videos are still on the motherfucker, this shit makes no fucking sense. Okay, so it's showing that the videos are still on. These GoPros and the way that they sync is weird. And to give an example, I'm gonna go ahead. Matter of fact, man, fuck it, man. Let's just be all creative and shit, and let's do this on chat. No, it's not it wouldn't be a greenhouse. The reason it wouldn't be a greenhouse is because this is a fortified structure that has been built into the side of a mountain. Completely into the side of the mountain. Fuck. Alright. I'm going to try this another way. Matter of fact, let me pull her off. Let me pull the cam off this here Panama Ninja. Everybody's seen that before a million fucking times, I'm sure. I mean, shit. Who ain't got a big giant fucking flowering cannabis plant in a red state growing in their bedroom? I mean, seriously, am I the only one? I'm surely not. Anyway, so show you how this shit. This is the bullshit. And I've told other people about this, about the fact of these. Yeah, it's doing excellent. It's starting to throw off a bunch of trichomes now. She's getting sugary. She's I've stripped about every leaf I feel comfortable stripping. I need them colas to get fat, but to do that they need sun. No, not some bullshit ass fucking LED lights. They need actual sun. Anyway, I'm gonna pull this back. No, hold on. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Wait. Oh, come on. Just cooperate. Shit. You sons of bitches. I don't even know what the fuck it's looking at. Oh, it's me with a fucking big old fat fingers and a GoPro in my fucking hand. Alright, that'll work. And then I'll pull the screen share somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. Okay. So, if I take that. Alright. So, see? So, here's your typical fucking GoPro, right? And then, then here you've got, I don't know why it doesn't want to, oh, because I've got it all zoomed in and shit. Anyway, there you go. And I've got, the cord isn't a problem. See, I've got a cord that will work. God damn it. I've got a cord that will work. Now I'm going to pull up my screen share, keeping in mind that currently there is a 64 gigabyte. It's not even a cheap card. These cards are not by any means cheap. This is one of the fucking what is it? The SanDisk Extreme fucking Gold Series fucking Class 10 whatever the hell card that is. It's one of the good ones. That other slot, there were two separate slots. There were two slots. The one is what they call, I guess that is just your what they refer to as your, what is that, typical mini USB? I don't know. See? Now watch what happens. I've tried using Linux. Linux is a motherfucker. But watch what happens when you try to use Windows 10 to do it. Okay, let me see. Let me close all this software out. Close all this bullshit. That way, when I show you what I show you, you'll get a better feel for just how fucking crazy it is. And you know, surprisingly, this was when this thing was brand spanking, 100% new, I had these issues. So, I'm going to go ahead and make this screen big. Yeah, I'm going to put right there. No, let's make it bigger. And then we can... we ain't even going to worry about pictures for a minute. I'm going to make this full screen. Okay. Now, I'm going to minimize all that. Okay, see, hear me. Here we are. Now, I'm going to take this USB, that cord that I just showed you, and I'm going to plug it into the GoPro. Now, the way I have my GoPro Quick, and that is proprietary GoPro software, the way the software is set up, when I plug this in, it should recognize the fact that the GoPro has been hooked up. GoPro Quick should pop up on screen. We can go ahead and drop this and get it out of the way. And it should sync up, right? Now what's going to happen, and here's one of the conflicts, but this isn't all of it, but one of the conflicts that's going to first occur is Windows 10, and I've tried to disable this. I've not figured out how to do it. One of the first things that's going to occur is Windows 10 is going to try to supersede. Windows 10 is going to try to interrupt that process and snag the content first. And you know why that is. Yeah, so that they can send that motherfucking shit to the cloud so them Zionist Jew fucking bastards that run Microsoft have copies and backups of all the content before you do anything with it. Not that I would insult Zionist Jews or other globalist types. So, anyway, without further ado, let's plug her in. Whoop. Alright. Now, you have to power it on. Power it on. I just pushed the power button. Let's see. Should pop up on screen. What the fuck? You sons of bitch and whore bastards. Oh, there we go. Now see, my GoPro Quick shit pops up, but it ain't even, yeah. So sometimes, not all the time, sometimes you need to power down, which I can do this again. I'm going to plug her back in. Yes, we can even try different USB ports. I'm going to turn her on again. See, that's Windows. I don't even want to open that. That's, see, it ain't, it's Windows trying to supersede and not let me have my shit. But yet, here's the funny thing. I know this footage is on here, but when I pull up, like, see, I'm in the memory card right now. The only thing that it's allowing me to access on the memory card are some of the still photographs. It's not giving me access to none of the videos. The reason why so many of them look the same, that is the footage from the time lapse that I did yesterday. These are all JPG images. This is all from yesterday. There's thousands. Yes, literally thousands. Alright. Okay. So, we know it's not there. So let's back it up. Let's go to this GoPro 101. Maybe it's here. All JPG, all JPG, all JPG, all JPG. So see, it would lead you to assume or presume that I'm full of shit and the stuff ain't on here. Yet, as soon as we get going through this, I'll I'll zoom in on this GoPro and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. It's fucking crazy. You spend all this money for this bullshit, and then it doesn't even. Oh fuck! Oh look, there we go. Oh, we can watch this then. All right, all right. But it still didn't. See how it didn't allow me to transfer these files via none of my GoPro software. And the problem with that is if you do not let the GoPro proprietary software transfer the files become unstable. Yes, you can manually, I can go right here now, I can highlight one of these videos, I can cut the video, I can pull the video and I can open it in Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe After Effects. I can manipulate the file, but my point is that the files are unstable to the point if I try to manually enter them into my GoPro editing software, it won't let you use it. And it's just, it's a bunch of shit. So let me, we're going to have to keep screen share open for just here in just a minute, but for right now, I'm going to get it off here because I do want to make sure that I'm staying. Oh, man, quit looking at my fucking legs, people. God damn. Oh, that's man. Move this somewhere. Where do I move this camera? Oh, goddamn. Now I'm all embarrassed. You see my fucking hairy ass legs. Oh, and that's messy shit. What we got here? Oh, we just okay. All right. Oh shit. I'm all scared and paranoid now. Yeah. I've got that. Where'd that goddamn folder go I was just looking at? Alright, okay. You didn't scroll enough. Aha! Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, matter of fact, fuck this. I'm gonna pull up some of this, see if we can watch some of this footage. I did narrate this shit, so I will mute my microphone. I am gonna let these videos play. This is unedited raw footage. Of course, everything I do is usually raw. I don't spend a bunch of time editing audio and video bullshit. Frankly, I'm not really much concerned with that sort of thing. I did make the effort, folks. I did. I had my big 5-pound salad, right? So I got my big 5-pound entirely organic salad, and I'm sitting here eating my big salad, and I got to have people watch my live stream. I got to be prepared, so I needs to do this now. And I sat here and nothing but a plethora of shit when I tried to connect the camera and get my fucking footage off there. So, that being said, this shit's probably raw, and I don't even remember what all I captured today. But we're going to have to watch a few of them. Because I know I got the Gorilla Glue crosses because I was impressed because, you know, I've not really been up there much because of the rain. But anyway, and I think I got my new birds on here. So, that being said, I'm gonna make this all big and full. I'm going to mute my dumb ass for a minute. What is up, everybody? True Patriot here, also known as CC2 Arms. On behalf of Volunteer Agriculture, True Living Organic Farms, we're back with another live stream, or at least hopefully this footage will be on the live stream. Yes, we're here in one of the chicken coops. This one currently, at this exact moment, this one here particularly is empty. Many of you whom follow me know that we had the flock basically was decimated. With the exception, you might hear him get to hollering. We're going to go take a look at the birds here in a minute. I think I found one of the areas in which I'm having an issue that we're going to try to get this dealt with here pretty quick. It's starting to get dark. Oh, damn. Here I am barefooted, covered in chicken shit. Ain't that some redneck shit? Anyway. Now, can you see this, folks? See where my hand is? You see how big that gap is? I'm gonna take me a board, probably put me a board right here, fill this in a little bit better. I'm gonna bring that in, get that probably stapled on. I do in fact have some staples. I told many of you that I was getting some of these banties, these bantam chickens. Let's go take a look at these. These are the new additions. But before we do that, I don't know how much you can see. I've got, let's see. There's my black copper Marin rooster. He's still doing lovely. We've got the three leghorns. They're doing well. And then up here, them young gals, the three young gals you see right there, them are the golden comets. We're gonna move on in here. And these girls here are fast. We're not going to, hope. Yeah, pardon for this interruptions. Having to do this in segments like this, folks. I apologize for that. And just to show you all, I caught one of these little girls. She's kind of shy. These are part of the new flock, everyone. This girl is she's just beautiful. More beautiful than I can possibly convey to you all via word. Hey, come on. It's okay, little girl. Oh, we're going to put her back now. I think everything, it is starting to get dark on us. This is as much as I can do to secure everything. My black copper Marin, him hearing her, it's made him, you see, he's in there in that last stall down there, and he's really pacing. He's getting kind of aggravated, folks. But anyway, we'll talk about all of this. And what live stream would be complete without some good Kohler shots? Of course, this lighting sucks, folks. We're out here in these here hills. It's probably going to get dark on us pretty quick. We just got done with the chicken coop. Now, there will be no post-editing done on this shot, on this video right here. This is in preparation for tonight's live stream. But let me see here. Cola, 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 cola. You get the fucking point. Look at them right there. This is Twin Peaks, as many of you remember. Man, the light just ain't giving. It's just not doing her justice, folks. Look how big them leaves are. Watch one of these leaves. Now you figure I'm almost 7 foot tall, right? Big old fucking hand. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Big leaf, right? Big old motherfucking hand. Folks, y'all see that shit? That motherfucking hand's as big as me. I swear to you. Now, here, keep in mind too, I am 6 foot 7 inches tall. So if I stand beside yonder, right here, right? Y'all see this, folks? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is the one Gorilla Glue cross, and she is just fucking, she's coming into her own, folks. Coming into her own. We're not gonna fuck with her too much. She ain't had no sun in, what the hell's it been? I don't know. She did get a little bit of overcast skies today. The geoengineers have told us that we might, if we're good and we say the right things, we might get some sun as of Monday. We'll see what happens. We've only got 2 more short ones to look at, and then I'll be back. And while we're on this mission to go up in mountains and check on plants in the preparation for this live stream, let's just go on and do the damn thing, folks. Yeah, you're still watching CC2 Arms, also known as True Patriot. Let's just, let's go on a little look-see. Wander up through these here hills and see what we find. I got a feeling I'm in for a surprise when I get up here to the top. We ain't sweating that though. We was born right here in this land. We'll die right here on this land. And we've been living and working this land most of our lives, even when we didn't know we were living and working this land. As always, y'all see, if you're a real motherfucking man, you up here in these hills barefoot your damn self. Most of you pussies, though, ain't real men. You're fucking pussies. You don't know nothing about this shit right here. You don't know nothing about this kind of life. You don't know nothing about it. Get back to your roots, people. Oh, there she is. That's the dwarf. Although, in all truthfulness, she ain't a dwarf, folks. Oh, what the fuck am I seeing? Am I seeing some fucking damn powdery mildew on my stock? No, surely not. We've only had 15 days of fucking rain. Anyway, folks. That's the other pheno of the Gorilla Glue cross. I don't know. I'm not going to be doing any zooming. She's stacked up nice. If she could get some sun, she'd show you what she's made of. Oh yeah, she's nice and healthy, folks, as nature intended it. But if you look around, when I say that I'm in these hills, I mean literally mean I'm in the hills. Ha ha! I love it though, folks. I really do. When your plants get too heavy with fruit, especially early in the year before they've had a chance to thoroughly establish themselves, your plants will have a tendency to topple over. This is toppled over. This is not catastrophic failure. Both you, your plant, and your life will be okay. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna show you what to do in a situation right here, since we're out here handling this damn shit. Yeah. If you know anything about living off the land, either you have or know how to acquire what we got right here yonder. This is a cane pole. Okay. It's a cane pole. Let's show you how we're gonna do this shit right here, folks. And I'm gonna do this even though this is part of tonight's live stream. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to get you a better image of what we do. So I know that plant's typical position should be about there. So I'm gonna take this big old fucking cane pole and I'm gonna go boom, right down like that, right? Okay, boom, there we go. Now, I'm gonna take me some fucking twine. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna tie this motherfucker right here like so to this pole. Oh shit, I'm out here doing gardening and I didn't bring scissors with me. Now, if I did not have the camera on, I would gnaw this with my teeth. But I got the camera on and I've been told that I'm not supposed to do stuff like that. So, I do have a tool and I'm gonna try to take the tool and work it, which isn't gonna prove effective. So, that being said, I gotta get a tool. Be right back. Whatever reason. I'm gonna make farmers out of you fucking pussies yet. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna teach you motherfuckers how to live, man. I don't care what it takes me to do so. I'm gonna teach you motherfuckers. You're gonna learn how to fucking live off this land. All of you. My kind ain't gonna be here much longer. And when I'm gone, you motherfuckers gonna have to know how to know this shit. No. Sam Walton's conglomerate is not gonna help you. They don't give a fuck about you. You're a dumb goy. Them motherfuckers don't care about you. Alright. Then somebody's gonna pop up in chat and they're gonna be like, but True Patriot, CC2. And that was the footage that I managed to capture today in this adventure filled, lovely bit of countryside. I'm glad that I ended that little last clip there prematurely. I went on and said a lot that I probably should not have said. Well, what the fuck's going on over here? I think I'm still alive. Am I still alive? What the hell's really going on? Am I alive? Oh, I'm sure I am. I think. Maybe I am. Where'd my chat go and all this shit? Damn this fucking bullshit. Oh, here we go. Okay. There we go. Alright. Yeah. So, that concludes that footage that I got today. Which, it was pretty exciting for the most part. It was adventure filled. Yes. Oh, Jinx, and yes, oh man, everything is just blew up, took off. If I could get some sun, the cucumbers, I don't have a cucumber plant that's smaller than a foot probably. Some of them are even over that. Now, some that are being a little bit slower, the cantaloupe. Some other ones are not doing, they're not doing perfect, but they are still doing more than moderately well. Got me back over here. Well, roll me a cigarette right quick, folks. Just bear with me for at least a second, or maybe more. Yes. Trying to hurry. I know I'm live and I'm being rude over here, rolling up a cigarette and whatnot. And apologies to my big giant, my big entourage. All three of you grabbing a cigarette. Seeing all this hard work makes me want to smoke and drink. Do all kind of bad, naughty stuff. But, yeah, everything's just blowing up good. Taking off really, really well. It's the soil. It's the soil. And I can't stress this enough. My soil hit its sweet spot around year 4. Did I grow some? Did I produce something the first year? Yes. The second year, yes. But as that soil matures, I don't have all of the science 100% figured out or known yet. I do know, though, that a lot of the issues and the concerns that I had my first couple years running my same soil, I didn't have. I know that it another aspect of it is it gets easier. You figure, like this year, come fall, I don't really have to do nothing. I'm going to take fresh compost in the come winter, before the frost sets in. I'm going to take fresh compost. I'm going to cover all the beds. Then I'm going to take plastic and put over the beds. And I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to do nothing. I take that back. Because like everything, you need food, you need water, you need air, you need a chance to take a shit. So occasionally, I will peel back that plastic. I'll hit them beds with some water. I might even rustle up, turn over that fresh layer of compost that I put back on top, and I'll put the plastic back on. And then come late winter, not even technically spring, prior to spring, I'll be ready to plant again. Your compost, it needs the main focal point with the compost needs to be balance. You need your greens, you need your carbon, you need your browns, you need and you don't want to have too much of any one component. So providing you've got the components mixed in equally, now what do they need? They need something to drink, cause you're feeding kids. Little bitty, yeah, browns, wood chips, wood, stuff like that. Your leaves. Well, you could use dirt, but technically the reason why you're doing compost is to create dirt. So it would like kind of cancel it out. And here's another thing. Dirt soil is dense. That's going to add mass, which is going to add weight, which is going to add compression. You're not there yet. You're wanting to do compost. Compost will eventually become a usable product. So you just want to the most successful, efficient, and quickest way that you can turn that non-usable product into usable product. It needs to break down, and that takes a few things. So once you've got your ingredients equally incorporated, now you've got to do maintenance, and it's a bitch. It's a bitch. I don't know an easy way to tell you. It's a bitch. You've got to water it. You've got to turn it. You've got to water it some more. You've got to turn it some more. When you and where a lot of people fail is they'll end up letting the pile, the entirety, become anaerobic. No oxygen. Which in nature, okay, we've got microorganisms, we have life that lives in anaerobic layers of soil. So you do need them anaerobic microorganisms. But you need your more beneficial microbes, your most beneficial microbes are going to be your aerobic microbes. They need oxygen. They need an aerobic environment. And they're your workers. They're your employees. Yes, anaerobic is no oxygen. Your beneficial microbes are your employees. Just like your red wigglers. If you were talking to Dr. Wiggler on YouTube, your red wigglers, those are good. Get you some worms. Throw them in there too. Yes, the IMOT, you can throw anything you want in your compost. Anything that you want. Anything that you want. I would even throw meat products in mine if not for the fact that would lure in wildlife. And you're gonna have there's a lot of schools of thoughts with that regard. Some people are going to say, "Oh no, you can't throw meat in there." Well, when a bug breaks down, what is it? That sure as fuck ain't a vegetable. That way, yeah, and I get that. But see, the thing is you're wanting to convert waste product into usable product. So that being said, logic would dictate that the more waste that you can convert, the better off everybody is. Everything is. So I do try to convert as much of my waste materials into usable materials. Meat's a hard one, yeah, but yeah, so just stay away from meat because there's other things that would need to be done if you were going to incorporate meat into it, and it really would not be easy. And if it's not something you're really tomatoes love some Epsom salts. I usually do Epsom salts twice during each grow. I don't measure it. I don't mix it in with water. I don't get all motherfucking fancy and waste all kinds of time. I pick up a bag. It's like a 5-pound bag of Epsom salts. Get me a cup, and I go out there and I sprinkle a little bit, or 2 to 3 tablespoons around about 6 inches away from the base of the stalk of each tomato plant, and that's it. And I do that once. I don't know, within the first month after they've been outdoors, and then usually after my first flower set, about what I determine to be midway through the total grow season, I'll do it again. But it's nothing. It doesn't have to be nothing fancy, and that's just what you're doing. By doing that, is you're basically letting your putting your stuff back in your soil, and it's gonna help your soil. Any excess, they're not gonna use it anyway. You're letting them get that magnesium. They love it too. Tomatoes really love it. Yeah, just around the base of the plant. Nothing fancy. Around each one. Just about 6 inches out from the stalk. The reason why you don't want to have it real close to the stalk is because the argument is that if it rains and then that soil becomes thoroughly saturated, then the concentration would be too high, and you could potentially it wouldn't be good on the stalk. But even then, like I said, I've never had an issue. Yeah, any of your plants, you're not going to hurt them. Now, if you took 20 pounds of Epsom salts and just dropped it in a bed that had 6 plants in it, you might have some issue. I don't know why anybody would do something that fucking retarded, but I've generally not had any issue with it at all. And the peppers are just man, I don't know. I have good luck with I really like my peppers and the tomatoes. Yeah, but see, they're going to get it with water. It's going to rain. There's going to be dew. The ground's going to be, I mean, you know. It's going to be a gradual thing. And then if you tried to do it with water, unless you got water all the way down to where it not only did it saturate the top few inches of your grow medium, it would have to get really fucking deep for them to get it instantaneous, if that's what you were talking about. But a lot of people, if they notice, and you've got to, judge and deficiency in plants are different, because a plant, you're looking and it might be fucking nitrogen deficient, and you mistake it for magnesium deficient, or vice versa, or in just a whole different areas like that. But if a person really truly knew that their plant was in fact magnesium deficient, you could 3/4 of a tablespoon to a gallon of fucking water, and you could go out early in the fucking morning, because it would really fuck you up if sun hit it. But you could spray your fucking undersides of all your foliage, all of your leaves. And that would be a form of magnesium that would almost be instantaneously available to the plant. Yeah, real early. Real early. Fucking, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. No, not sunrise, but like at sunrise. Because once that sun beamed down on them plants, if they had that salt water and it was just soaked on there, and then that sun hit that sun water, they would not be happy. So you would want to do it really early. Most of them though is once you've got your soil and you start building soil, you'll find that your soil takes care of most of this. These are issues early on. But once you have established soil and you've got that true living organic environment, you don't have to, these are not concerns, these are not issues, these are not stuff we worry about. I rarely, if ever, have to do anything. I'm working on early, although I should not eat brownies late night. Yeah, edibles do me like that. They put me to sleep. And then but it's a good thing though, because I'm able to not just sleep through the night, but I'm also able to sleep late during the day, and that is awesome. Build your first raised bed. Make it deep enough. Make it deep enough. And keep in mind that when you fill that thing, no matter what you fill it with, it's all going to settle. And you're going to lose some volume. Do they get into the hugelculture? Well, the first, you need to have, that's what I'm saying, the bed, the structure, whatever the structure is, needs to be big enough so that you've got room. Because you figure, first off, it's going to settle. Okay? So now you're going to have to go back at some point, and you're going to have to put more grow medium, more soil, whatever you're using, you're going to have to put more of that. I wouldn't go less than 2 foot, probably better than that. I would probably go a little bit deeper. I guess it would depend on your climate. I would make sure that it was 2 foot at least, really. I mean, because you figure that's giving you a little bit, and even, the better. You can even go deeper than that. But I would try to get somewhere close to that. Not that necessarily wouldn't have to be 24 inches, but you do want to. It's just like my containers. I mean, a big plastic tote, plants to do good in. A 3-gallon pot sitting outside, that sucks. They suck. You're damn having to water that shit 2 or 3 times a day sometimes. I've got some of them. They just suck. No, you don't use all soil. You couldn't afford to use all soil. That's why I like the hugelculture style of making beds. It's not a traditional hugelculture style, because a hugelculture style bed, you would basically dig a hole, and then you'd put trees in the hole. And then you'd have all these gaps and spaces in the trees, and you'd get leaves and little twigs and branches, and you'd fill all them spaces up. And then you'd pile more leaves and native grasses over top of that. And then you might have a little handfuls of soil here and there, and you'd go on top of that. But you're just start off and lasagna stack that shit. Your big stuff, big chunks of, keeping in mind that your roots are going to be able to need to penetrate and get deep enough to be able to grow. So, but that being said, put you some branches, some bigger shit in the bottom, and then take you some newspaper, wad that all up. Take one piece, wad it into a ball, make 1 million of them balls, throw that in there. and then come back with some leaves. Then throw you some more twigs. Then throw you some more leaves. Then throw you some more of that newspaper. Then throw you some more leaves. And keep going until you're, I don't know, about 10 to 12 inches away from the top of your bed. Water the fuck out of it. I mean, literally, water the fuck out of it. And now fill the rest up with soil. And it'll do well. It takes a lot of that stuff's going to take time to break down. And like I said, the first, a lot of times people give up too easy, too quick. They'll go out here and they'll spend all this time, money, effort, resource, and they'll put together something and they'll put one plant in it, and that plant doesn't do worth a shit, and they just assume they fucked all up, and they quit, and they go buy some soil, and it's just, yeah. And be careful when you're looking for your soil. Be careful, because a lot of them are deceiving. They're gonna put shit like, it feeds the plant for 4 months. It's got fertilizer in it. Or then, some of them avoid Miracle Grow products no matter what you do. Miracle Grow, not good. Not good, not good, not good, no matter what you do. But they'll have stuff that, it prohibits, it feeds the vegetables. It's good for vegetables. But it's got stuff to prohibit weed growth. Well, when you use stuff like that, it kills them. It kills them, your microbial life. You're killing your beneficial microbes. So all of the shit that you're trying to work to create an environment to thrive, you're turning around and killing it. Well, shrooms will grow anywhere. They'll grow in any condition, anywhere on this entire whatever. They are a very, very hardy organism. All that mycelium has to do is colonize an area. And if its colony, once it's colonized, once the colony establishes itself, if it wins, it's going to produce fruit. I mean, that's why it's so hard when you're growing, like when you're indoors and you're trying to grow mushrooms. Because you figure that's a microorganism. And you're trying to grow one specific microorganism, but there's millions of other microorganisms. And there's like, say there's one jar of birdseed. There's one jar of birdseed. And you've got 1,000,000 different fungal spores and different things going on in the world. And you're trying to get one and say, hey, this one is going to be the winner and it's going to be okay. And the rest can't make it. Well, if you're successful and that one makes it, oh yeah, you ain't killing it. Mushrooms grow everywhere. Yeah, they're good for us. Very good. Very, very, very good. I'm needing to do some. I haven't done any in a while. I need to get back to growing some. I've been covered up with so many other projects. It's just not worked out for me the last few months. I need to though. Spores 101 on the so-called web. A very reputable, very reliable vendor if someone seeks out a way to ascertain either spore prints or multi-spore solution in syringe form. Good people. Spores 101. Avoid free spores. I had good luck with them in the past, but then the last several times that I've purchased products from them, they contaminated and just, anyway. Hard to find. I'd like to learn now. And yeah, they were hard to find here too, and they were super expensive. When you could find them, they were super expensive. I don't typically like to use coffee grounds in any way, shape, or form because although the argument is that coffee grounds would contain enough nitrogen to be able to sustain the growth of the fruit body, trichoderma also loves coffee grounds. And whenever you're growing mushrooms, like I was just telling you, you're combating all these other molds, all these other fungi. Your trichoderma is it may even be scientifically the most common mold variety. I don't know. That's your green shit, okay? Your bread, all moldy, yep, that's probably trichoderma. Anyway, trichoderma is that green mold, and it too loves, just absolutely loves coffee grounds. How do you know all of this? Because I'm an amateur mycologist. Actually, I wanted to develop medicines. Long time ago, I studied physics, and I had dreams and aspirations of someday curing humans and helping them get well. It didn't work out that way. But had it worked out that way, one of the ways it would have been achieved was via medicine. Real medicine, not the fucking shit that you get at a pharmacy, but actual medicine. But most of the stuff that heals you is illegal. That's why when if I want to make an ayahuasca brew and drink it, I got one or two options. I can either go to fucking South America and I can meet with a shaman and I can sit there in the comfort and the damn graciousness of my host and hang out with the shaman and I can drink some ayahuasca. Or I can get on the internet and I can buy some Mimosa hostilis bark off of eBay. And I can get on various websites and I can make my own brew and drink it. But even then, it's still illegal. And if I'm caught, they'll throw me in a fucking cage. It doesn't matter that using ayahuasca responsibly has cured many, many, many both physical and mental afflictions that the human body's experienced. What does matter is that when you cure yourself, there's no profit to be made off of healthy people. They're not worth anything. That's the truth. Sick people are worth money. And sick people are easy to control because just like a fucking dangling a carrot in front of a fucking horse, all you have to do is say, hey, you're sick and I got the magic cure. Yeah, you do what the fuck I'm telling you to do and I might let you get some of my pill. I might let you get one of my shots and I'm going to help you. It's a scam. It's a fucking con game. It's a doctor's practice. And they need guinea pigs. And they need to make money while they're doing it. And they have a long line of willful guinea pigs. And when they perfect something and it works, you know how you know? You'll hear about some billionaire black guy with HIV all of a sudden, 3 months later, magically being cured. But does the same result work that way for me or you? Never will. Never will. Don't work that way for us. We're the guinea pig. We are the guinea pig so that the people like the specific basketball playing person I just mentioned can be in the position they are in. He won't die. He's not sick. Budget Bud, we were just talking about magic. Actually, we were talking about a dude that carries a basketball and gets billions of dollars, fucks every whore that he comes in contact with, gets HIV, and then 3 months later he's magically cured and never gets sick. Meanwhile, hundreds of thousands, if not more than that, people all over the fucking earth, or whatever the fuck this place is, die every day from the stupidest of fucking illnesses that could be easily treated. Did you know type 1 diabetes is 100% curable? And type 2 diabetes is also 100% curable. And within reason, 100% of the time. No, I don't want you knowing that shit. No, they want you to eat, they want you to take some motherfucking insulin. What happens when you take insulin? I'll give you a hint. You know how many motherfuckers are addicted or physically addicted to laxatives? Why? You have a problem taking a shit. So you take a laxative. The bowels become lazy. The pill does the work for the bowels. You ain't got to process food. You ain't got to shit no turd. The pill does the work for you. So now all of a sudden, you take the pill away. And you can't take a shit because your body done got lazy. The pancreas is the same fucking way. Healthy people are worthless. You can't, I mean, they're uncontrollable. You can't make money off of them. They're harder to take advantage of. So what's the solution, the end result for the people in power? Keep everybody sick. Everybody. And they need for you to remain sick. Because as long as you stay sick, then you will rely, you will be dependent on them and their systems of control. You'll chase their cure. And to get their cure means you have to chase their money. To chase their money means you have to work their job. To work their job means you go to their school. To go to their school means you affiliate with their people. It's all big. I can't say it all. I cannot say it enough. George Carlin summed it up great, the best. It's a big fucking club. And we ain't in the big fucking club. Benjamins. Yeah, money. No matter how you look at it, nothing good comes from it. Nothing good comes from it. It don't matter how you look at it. You can fucking split hairs and say, ooh, what if I take my money and I give it to a homeless guy and he gets to eat? Well, now that's less money that you can devote to your own resources. So technically it wasn't really a good thing. That just meant that now all of a sudden this other person, this other dynamic is inflated while you in fact are deflated. It catches you up in systems of duality, which you're not going to fucking come out ahead. They've already figured that out. They control that shit. Every last aspect of it. You guys can be in my club. Fuck their club. Yeah, we can start our own club. That's what we need to do. We all need to unite. Worldwide. Worldwide. You know? You got 7 corporations, and those 7 corporations own every single radio station, every single TV station, every single newspaper, and every single publishing house worldwide. And those 7 corporations are owned by 13 families and are controlled by 6 interconnected families that are connected to those 13 families. And it has been this way long, 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 long time. Now you think the Queen of England is so important? Bitch, fucking, how old is she? 800 years old or some shit? Roll me another cigarette. Fuck. What? Did I say the Queen of England was like 800? Y'all believe I just said that shit? Oh, that's fucking crazy, ain't it? I said the Queen of England's like 800 years old. I also said that George Bush was the grandson of Aleister Crowley, too. That's another one that freaks people out. Oh, what's that? What did he say? Something about some Golden Dawn shit? That's some occult bullshit. He can't talk about that. Don't worry, people. I won't talk about that stuff. I will mention it, though. I will mention it, even if I don't talk about it. Yeah, see, I might not be allowed to talk about certain subjects, but even though I'm not allowed to talk about them, I'm still allowed to mention them. They give me leeway to mention things. I can't discuss at length, but I'm allowed to mention them, so fuck them. But they know, like I know, that this age is the end of... What's going to end it? What, you just all of a sudden go magically wake up tomorrow and run shit? They're not going to let that happen. That's why they're so hell-bent on getting rid of us. They don't need us. They do not need us anymore. They've got their AI now. Aleister Crowley tarot cards. I'd say there's probably a lot of them. Wouldn't surprise me. I had a buddy that knew Anton LaVey. A lot of twisted motherfuckers around here. That's some old shit, Anton LaVey. His fucking bloodline is twisted as fuck. No, but see, we're the creators. They don't have to stop anything. They don't have to do anything. We do it for them. We're the creators here. We created all of this. We create, they usurp energy and compel us to create their vision because they are not able to create. But I'll say this, nothing new under the sun. This has all already happened many, 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 many times. Many, many, many times. It's not the first awakening. It won't be the last awakening. These ages come and go. I mean, if you look through history, you look at fuck the flood that the Phoenicians talked about in the cuneiform clay tablets. You know, the stolen story that the Jews said that their Jew God and their Jew God and Noah and all that shit. It's a stolen fucking story. That's the mention of the most recent flood, which resulted in a lot of us being took out. But if you'll look prior, there were a lot of other events in which humankind, all but a handful, just fucking gone. What was it? So-called, and there's theorists that theorize it was, let me look up something real quick. Here's a little website for y'all to look at. This is about some of the, and this is just a mention of one of them, and this is regards to one of the, a lot of people will theorize that it was a nuclear event. I don't believe in all that, but my perception is that energy weapons are one medium in which they can use to get shit done, and have done so many times. And that's what that link is that I posted in chat. And Gaia.com, there's a good. It's a good site. It's a good site, but there are other. Let me see. Let me see if I can find a. I'll show you. See if I can find a video to show it off, maybe, or at least some of the pictures. A good example would be, and this is another site that, you know, sometimes is good, sometimes is not, and this is about top secret, and they're talking about with regards to the what is termed the Sahara Desert glass. And the reason that's kind of weird is because of the temperature it requires to make glass, but make green glass. All right, Budget Bud. Well, thank you, friend. Thank you. Yeah, I should still be on here for a little bit. We'll get me something to drink, folks. Let's see. We'll put a song on, and I'm gonna get me something to drink. Give me just like not even a minute. Yeah, I don't even think a minute. Let me see. What? Oh. I am back. I had to get me a cup of coffee. Let me see. What did I miss while I was gone? Oh yeah, I'll probably. They want. I've often thought that they want me to be a martyr, and that's why they keep me around. Allow me to exist with this idea that they can at some point use me, and that's why. I don't know. I don't know for certain. I can't say for certain. That's why it was always so important to me to just fucking just stay out. However, if you completely detach from everything, you're no good to everybody. So I maintained I really sincerely try to maintain an online presence. We've already got the tools at our disposal, might as well use them. And lately it's gotten to where it's hard to do that. Yeah, I mean, I can't really, I'm not allowed to really talk about much of anything. I know there's a few topics I can give little crumbs and I can mention them with the hope that maybe I've planted seeds and that maybe people will like do their own research, but to try and just talk, real talk, you're not allowed to do that. And you can make the effort, but it won't end well for you. It won't end well. You know, you get a strange fucking email. Hey, your mom's gonna get cancer. You need to shut the fuck up. Well, that's just crazy. Y'all couldn't do nothing like that. That ain't even fucking possible. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I ain't scared. And you don't see your mom again for 2 years, and she's almost dead with cancer. You know, it just disappears. Goddamn. Weird shit. Weird shit occurs when you ruffle feathers. Or an easy one was, catch me walking out of a convenience store with a buck of rolling papers and pull me over and charge me with possession of drug paraphernalia and set the bond at $5,000 and let me sit there for a month and then come up to me a month later and say, okay, we got a deal for you. We'll let you out today only if you're willing to meet these conditions. Or we'll put your case off for a couple years and forget about you. Well, fuck that shit. I'm gonna get me a lawyer. I'm gonna get me one of them there lawyers. I'm poor and white. You got to give me one. And they appoint you a public defender, right? And you come to find out that your public defender is the district attorney's sister's husband. You know how it ends for you. It don't go well for you. You try to maintain a level head, and you really want to do right, and you really want to keep on keeping on. Even if not, fuck the rest of the world. You need to do it for you. You just want to keep on keeping on, and shit, they come at you with some shit. They come at you with some stuff. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling shit. Yeah, let's see. I scraped my foot. I had a scrape on my foot. You should go to the doctor. No, I don't really want to go to the doctor. I'm kind of. It's a scrape. I'll be okay. No, you really should go to the doctor. All right, you talked me into it. Let's go to the doctor. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You know, they're going to put a gauze pad on it and, you know, maybe give me some antibiotics. I don't know. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, all of a sudden you have type 2 MRSA and they're fucking shooting you up with fucking blood thinners in your gut every 4 hours. And they're telling you, well, we don't know if you're going to live. It appears that you have type 2 MRSA. It appears it's went septic and you're going to die. And then all of a sudden, some doctor comes in wearing some fucking Freemason fucking button on his fucking goddamn coat sleeve. Are you ready to get out of here? You know, I got a magic pen. All I need for you is to tell me what I want to hear, and I'm going to sign this shit right here, and I'm going to hand you this bottle of pain pills, and I'm going to tell you to go home and shut the fuck up, and you're going to be all right. And you try to think, man, no, that's crazy. You motherfuckers just straight up tried to kill me. No, this is fucked up. Or I might just let you sit here and die. You know, how often, how many, you know, you can only fight these fights so much. And if they win, you know, you want to keep up the good fight. Everybody does. You all want to be righteous. And you all want to live a righteous life. And you all want to help each other and love each other. But you really have to pick your battles. I can't stress that enough. You can fight them, but you've got to be creative. When some little fucking bum fuck hole in the wall town constable, deputy, or whatever the fuck calls you a racist name, maybe he pulls you over for no other reason than you're a fucking a Mexican and a white woman. You want to fight, you want to argue, you want to plead your case because you know it's wrong. You get yourself killed or you get yourself hurt in them situations, it doesn't help nobody. Some fights, winning the fight means you take the ass whooping. And I'm not saying that makes you a pussy. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it feels good. But when you look all around you at your life and this world and how you're living and why you're living and what you're trying to do, you're going to fight every single step of the way. I would much rather win the war tomorrow than fucking win the fight today and lose the war tomorrow. I don't, you know. And as you age, as you go through it all, it gets easier to figure out which of them times you just have to lay down, cuff up as the saying goes, and which instances you can really hold them. You know, you've got something that you can use against them. Find your outlets, find your voice. I did too. It did not go well either time. I do have kids. I don't talk about it a lot. I've got kids. I've got a 19-year-old son, 20-year-old son, 19-year-old son, not 20-year-old son. I've got a 10-year-old daughter. I had full custody of my daughter. her mama was a pillhead. Her mama was locked up and was in jail. Mom gets out of jail. I got my kid. She's in school. She's registered for school. She's well adjusted. Everything's going perfect. I didn't legally have to do this, but the Department of Children's Services said, well, would you allow us to basically act as a mediary? And we just want to see the kid. You don't have to let the kid see her mama. But if you chose to let her see her mama, then we could act as an intermediary, and that way we would make sure that crazy, nasty, pillhead fucking bitch don't do nothing. And I said, that's not a bad idea. That sounds pretty good. And so it was a setup, and I don't know. I was naive. I was gullible. They brought me in there, and I said, they kept trying to pressure me, you need to commit to giving her X numbers of visitations and all this shit. Fuck y'all. I got motherfucking full custody, man. That bitch can kiss my ass. I ain't giving her shit. I'm doing this as a favor. Matter of fact, while we're on the subject, I told him, I said, we need to take drug tests. We need to take drug tests right fucking now. Both of us. And I'll pay for it. I got money in my pocket. Let's take some drug tests. And I'm going first. That was a fuck up. That was a fuck up. It made the chick mad. And I should have known it was fucked up, because she leaves the room and then she comes back and then she's like, okay, so you need to go into this bathroom and there's a cup sitting on the toilet, and go ahead and pee in that cup. And I said, all right. Well, I go in there and I come out of the bathroom and there's nowhere to be found. Nobody, nothing. And I'm looking around, and I finally come across the chick, and this is 5 minutes later, and she's already on the phone. She's already talking to the fucking police and shit, and they said that I failed a drug test for every single substance they test for. They said that I failed it for opioids. They said I failed it for meth. They said I failed it for cocaine. They said I failed it for cannabis. Everything they test for, all simultaneously, everything. Well, I'll tell y'all what, man, that's a fucking mistake right there. Me and my daughter are getting in the motherfucking car. We're going to the fucking hospital, and I'm gonna have the hospital pull blood because you motherfuckers ain't fucking me. Well, in the meantime, since you failed for all this stuff, the state gives us authority, so we're taking the kid. I go to the hospital. I didn't even have pot in my system. I didn't have nothing in my system. I didn't have anything in my system. They set an emergency, some kind of a hearing thing for 72 hours from then. When I get to that court, I find out that they had given my daughter back to her mother. And they said their reasoning was that it was better than her going in state custody for them 72 hours. And at that court date, they put it off for a year. They told me I would get visitation. They told me a lot of stuff. And in that year's time, I got to see my daughter twice. I filed appeals. I battled a lot of fights you just can't win, people, and it's not right. You can't. there's nothing you can do. There's really, literally nothing you can do but make the situation worse. And you've got to be able to spot which fights those are. And when you find them, oh, I had her jail records and everything. She had other kids from other marriages, whatever. She had even had her kids taken from her because she had a convicted child molester babysitting the kids. Sometimes we interact with lowly people, and we perceive them as just being lowly people, and they very well usually are. However, who do them people represent? They don't represent lowly people. It's a big fucking club. If cosmically it's in the cards, if nature has it destined that, that things are going to work out differently on that front at another junction, then they will. That being said, there is nothing to gain from constant heartache, misery, turmoil, mental and physical anguish. It gets you nowhere. Beating yourself up gets you nowhere. Killing yourself gets you nowhere. You don't give up, but you find different ways or avenues in which to carry on the fight. You gotta be selective. I'm getting another cigarette, folks. I'm smoking a lot, but that's okay. Yeah. And now, don't get silent. I'm not gonna get silent. I can tell y'all lots of stuff. I just don't know what the average general populace can handle. The world ain't the nice party picture that's been painted for the majority of you. One of them watermelons popped up. I think that's a damn watermelon. Oh, hell. I didn't even know that, Jinx. I think I got a watermelon over here popped up. Oh. Oh, yes I do. A Planter's Jumbo Melon? Are you shitting me? I didn't think it would pop up. Oh. Let's see. Oh. Wow. Well, where's that at? Let's see this. What do we got here, folks? What the hell? Ah. Come on. God. Ah. Oh, it is. Look. It's the Planter's Jumbo Melon. That's special. That is really special. Well, because I'll show it to you here in a bit. That's the, man, no, we don't want to put her in the light. We need to mist her. We need to get her happy, get her some water. Where'd my lighter go to? Lost my lighter. Just in these few minutes, talking to you people, I lost my shit. Damn it. It's not one thing, it's another. How in the hell did my damn lighter disappear when I ain't went nowhere? I've just been sitting here chatting, folks, and damn, it appears. Let me grab a lighter real quick. I have one. In my pocket, see there? I wouldn't get all quiet on anybody anyway. Alright, let's see. Making you want to go plant seeds? Actually, I thought I wasn't supposed to talk about that. That's why I didn't mention nothing like that. No, I gotta get a power supply. I do have a power supply, but there's not an onboard video. I thought I had a that changes the 1/6 pin to make it 2. It's basically like a Y, so that even if your power supply only has 1/6 pin, you can make it like 2. Yeah, it would be much nicer if I was out there in the barn. I got my big fucking nice cushiony chair. I got all my dirt, and I got like shit that I can. Got all my little. I got my mess. The method to my madness is my mess. The mess is the method. Order out of chaos. It's a nasty, fucked up situation. However, through that fucked up situation, I'm able to pattern, and I'm able to keep up with that pattern. And when the pattern changes, it's why people fear change so much. It's not that they actually fear change, it's that they fear what happens as a result of not having what they have accustomed themselves to. You want dirt in the house? Yeah, I got dirt. Matter of fact, there's cups of dirt all over my dresser. And on occasion, you pull out the sock drawer, and the cup of dirt spills in the sock drawer. That kind of sucks. My solution: leave the drawer half ajar. That way air gets in there and it dries the dirt up. That way your socks, when you go pull out a pair of clean socks, you can just shake the socks off and they're not dirty no more. There's things that we dwell on so much that really just don't matter. And then there's things like, I don't wear shoes and socks. I got a pair of real nice K-Swiss. Now you can imagine this. They're pure white, right? I've had them for 3 years, and they're still like brand new. They're still pure white. If that tells you anything. I do have like nice stuff where I could dress up, but it's so rare that I do. So it's like, why would I? I mean, I got some nice tennis shoes, but why would I put them on and fuck them up? What would be the reason for that? I just keep them put up. I can't see a point to wear them and just tear them up. It's illegal to not wear the shoes in the city. What the fuck kind of law is that? They have laws that say you have to wear shoes in the city? Why? That's almost as bad as fining and putting people in jail for collecting rainwater. I don't get that at all. How could they make that? How could that even be considered a statute or whatever? And what constitutes a shoe? How is shoe defined according to state's legislation and with regards to the state that you're in? How do they define shoe? People, see, that goes back to words, people. It's just like a contract. When you send somebody a contract, you have to send your own dictionary along with the contract. A lot of people don't know that. The reason you have to send your own dictionary with your own contract when you write your own contracts and you enter into contract with people is because words are supposed to have one meaning. However, if you and I use a set of words and we enter into a contract and we did not agree on the technical way in which those words are defined, and then we go to court. In my dictionary, shoes might be a pair of socks. In your dictionary, shoes might be a fucking pair of work boots. That's why people are conned into this idea that they have to pay lawyers. Because there are a lot of they've got it. You know, it's funny because they have an entire language system that is set up to define how all of this works, and nobody understands it. No person knows how it works. Yes, I just said that. And if you doubt me on that, people, look into legalese. You will not find a person that can tell you how it actually works. People go to school and spend 20, 30 years studying legalese just to be in a position to better comprehend it enough to be able to thoroughly use it in their fucking professional lives. And at that point, they still don't even know how it works themselves, nor can they tell you how it works. Hey, news is on. News is on. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. Natural law is easy. You know what natural law is. It's not something that's taught. It's not something that you have to learn. It's something that's known. It's something that was always known. And every life knows thoroughly, understands, comprehends, and lives thoroughly according to natural law. It's when people deviate away from that problems arise. You go out into the woods in close proximity to a whole bunch of bears. You build you a log cabin. And you got your wife and your kids, and it's getting ready to be fall. You take the old lady and you say, we're going to town. You kids go out in the yard and play. Your kids get eaten by bears. That's your natural law right there. It's your fault. The bears didn't do no wrong. They did no wrong. They can do no wrong because they are living in accordance with natural law, as you yourself are supposed to do as well. Drone worship is in chat. Drone worship, dear God, friend, please don't run off just yet. My drone is still stuck in the tree. My Chinese drone that a fellow YouTuber gave me as a gift because, well, frankly, I'm poor and white, it's stuck in a tree. That's another story all aside. It sucks. I just now even figured out the basic general operation of it. But that damn transmitter, dude, that I seen on your channel the other day, the new one that you got, what the fuck is the name of it? Something 16 or something. You all check out Jinx. You all check out Drone Worship's channel. He's got this. It's a tablet. It's a fucking cell phone. It's a fucking a communication device. The motherfucker will probably start your damn espresso machine in the morning for you. It's badass. I thought, well, shit, I'm good with electronics. I might be poor and white, but I can find deals. I can find some deals on some broken shit, and I could fix it, and I could get me some shit like that. The damn transmitter, what was it? And I might even be wrong. The lowest one I seen was $699.99. And then you had some fuckwads on eBay that had some used ones that were all beat the fuck, and they were like $579.99. It's cool though. It's cool. Is it as easy as you make it look in your video? I seen you out in the driveway. What was that? The night before last, when you had all the fucking clouds. Motherfucker got clouds everywhere, and he still picked up like 9 satellites or something. Where did she get that? Did she get that drone? Did I hear that? $80? That's like a fucking, what is that? It's like that's $300 or $400, ain't it? And did she get that for $89? Or am I full of shit? No, not the transmitter. The which one is it? It wasn't one. It's not a J1 or what. I don't recall the specific model. I did look it up. Matter of fact, I probably still have it pulled up in eBay. I'm all over it, man. I live in the Smoky Mountains, and the dream, the vision, because I can walk up the mountain behind the house here. I can go to the top of this one mountain, and when you're at the top of this mountain, if a man was to take off from the top of this mountain, it would just be, yeah, the 3DR Solo. And then what's it take to get a camera for that? Or does it come with one? Yeah, that transmitter is like $700 or $800. Man. Well, the transmitter, looking at that transmitter, I thought, man, if I could configure that to work with my little piece of shit Chinese drone, even I could be a drone pilot. I don't know. I would just. I'm not there. I don't have the resources, but I'm gonna get a good drone. Watching your videos and others like it, and then the YouTuber sending me the drone. 3DR Solo. Looney Productions is in chat too. But I really, the footage that a good, competent drone pilot could get here is just, I live in the Smoky Mountains. It would be exquisite. I mean, just exquisite, breathtaking. I can't put in the words to what it would look like. Oh shit, where'd you go when you were here? Gatlinburg, Sevierville, Pigeon Forge. Oh yeah. Well, see, I'm right on the side of a mountain. It's not one of the largest or larger mountains within the foothills, but I am in. I'm right here in that area. And I wanted to catch some footage of like some of the wildlife. I did take and I took a lawnmower battery, and I basically retrofitted and made an external battery for my GoPro, and I set the GoPro up on the mountain sometimes to catch time lapses, sky, stars, constellations, all that bullshit. Camdo is a company that makes they make a sensor. It would basically add motion sensing technology to the GoPro. GPS platform drones. Oh, I'd say so. I'd say the feds have all kinds of weird. You want to hear some little interesting trivia for all of you in chat? This is going to sicken you. Now, I can't tell you about your national park in your geographic location. But let me tell you what I can tell you about Smoky Mountain National Park. Yes, I said that right. Smoky Mountain National Park. Who you think owns it? I'll give you a clue. There is no government entity that in any way, shape, or form financially owns Smoky Mountain National Park. Oh yes, it gets deep, folks. The federal government manages Smoky Mountain National Park. The federal government is the primary manager. Just beneath that, you have your state that manages it. But it's owned, most of it's owned by a company that's based out of Switzerland. That's crazy, ain't it? Just some interesting or useless trivia. I'm full of it. A myriad of useless trivia. And yes, 100% illegal. I'd say there's probably can't do much of anything around them parks. I'm considered I'm close to what is considered the buffer zone to the park. I'm not technically, I'm not within that buffer zone. I'm adjacent to that buffer zone. So I do have a few more leeways in some areas. And yes, we're all doing great. We're just basically shooting the shit. I had a little baby Planters Jumbo Melon popped in. What else have we got going on? Nothing real big. We're just hanging out. We're just talking. We're just looking around. Nothing real big. Nothing exciting. Just a little bit of some medicinal plants. Mainly, we're using this shit for what it was originally not supposed to be used for. The very thing that the trap known as the World Wide Web was supposed to do, it was supposed to segregate us, break us all apart. It was supposed to pave the way for AI. And the way you pave the way for AI is you take away from people the one thing that makes them human. You take away humanity. Well, how do you take away humanity? You separate them from the human element. You do that through machine. You do that through technology. But in this particular instance, we're flipping the script. We can use the very tools that they invented to separate us. We can use those tools to our advantage, and we can unite. We can learn, we can grow, we can evolve, we can produce, we can help one another, we can love one another, we can try to do something that has genuine value. Tax slave shit, no value. Watching the Super Bowl, no value. Learning how to be self-sufficient and less reliant on systems that are not technically there to assist you, that has real value. But that's about all we're doing right now. Third-party gimbal for $40, and then you can choose a cheap camera from eBay to run on it. And the cheap drone. I took the camera off of it. It's a real cheap drone. I'm talking transmitter, drone, and all might be $100. I doubt it's even that much. I couldn't get the transmitter to connect with the camera, if that makes any sense. I don't know nothing about drones. I'm an idiot. Okay. I couldn't get the transmitter to connect with the camera, so my presumption was that either the transmitter is complete shit or the camera was complete shit. Either way, the drone showed promise, because although I couldn't really figure it out, I could get little blades to spin, and I got the motherfucker taking off and doing shit. So that being said, I figured it had potential, whereas the camera didn't. since the camera didn't have potential at that time, I figured that was excess weight. If I eliminated some of the excess weight, it would have given me better battery life. Long story short, I've got the camera. There's only 2 wires coming off of it, a red and a white. Is that really as simple as that looks? And if it is in fact just 2 wires to that camera, and let's say I wanted to interact with that camera, I mean, basically, I would have to power the camera, and then the other wire would carry the feed? I don't know. The 3DR Solo would be great. What the fuck is that one I've been looking at, and I keep drooling over it because I've got my GoPros, and I want to be able to carry my GoPro. Let me eBay. Let me pull up, because I know I'm pretty certain I saved it. Let me bear with me for just a moment. I'm not trying to be slow or ignorant. I'm really not, but I am pulling up my eBay account to see in my watched items if I have it listed, because it would be so cool. What was it? I can't remember. Oh, no, that's it. Okay. Hold on. Oh, it's so damn expensive, though. No cameras, no batteries, no nothing. But it would be fucking badass. A dude out here at the lake, he had one of these. I'm gonna pull it up on screen. His was a little bit different. What was that? It was called the pictures ain't even doing it justice. I'm not even gonna pull that up unless I find a better example of it. Let me see if I can find a better example of this one right here. Come on. Doesn't want to cooperate. We can't really, they're hard to find here. Anyway, it's way out of my price range. It's a DJI Inspire. Oh, and it is so super expensive. Yeah, I do want to get into it. See, here's my fear. I don't have $20. I don't even have $10. It's going to take an act of Congress for me to get money and get one. Okay. So, I don't want to destroy an expensive toy the very instant I get it. I mean, that would just be catastrophic. I mean, man. I got a helicopter a few years ago. I give like $500. It was a big, beautiful, badass helicopter. Here's how it went. I got my rotor spinning, and it was weird. You have to get that rotor spinning enough before it ever even generates lift, right? Okay. Once it generates lift, it poof. So it shoots up in the sky, and this thing goes up to I don't even know how high it went up. A couple hundred feet would be my opinion. I got scared it was going to run out of range. So I basically let off of it. And I lost my lift. It starts coming back down, and my assumption was that I could engage that prop, I could get it. I could get lift back before such time as something would happen. It didn't work out that way. It come down like a rock, and it landed on a rock. Wasn't good. Was not a good experience. Was not good at all. I tried to fix it. I took that big main propeller, that main rotor, and I thought I was gonna be smart, and I'd take JB weld, and I would JB. It cracked it in like 4 or 5 places. Well, I'd JB weld it, and then I would take a Dremel and make sure it was 100% smooth, and what that did was that extra weight, even though that weight equated to probably grams, probably not even grams, but that small amount made it off balance. And just that was well, see, I've seen that DJ Inspire 1. I've seen a couple of them, $5.99, $6.99, but that's used, no cameras, no nothing. 3DR Solo. Let me see a 3DR Solo. Solo. Oh man, that's hot. Here's one, just the gimbal for the GoPro for the 3DR Solo is $200. Dear God, that's high. Oh, wow. And then see, if a person, like say I had one of them 3DR Solos, can I get a transmitter, something, not necessarily the one you've got, but can I get something, I mean, can I do something like that? And it, well, how do I, outside of OBS, what are my other options outside of OBS? Currently, I'm in the bedroom. I'm not where I would normally be streaming. So the downside to that is I've only got one monitor. I've not got multi monitors in here. So I don't know of another way that it would give me the same ability to be able to run a multi audio video feed simultaneously. If there's another program that works similar to OBS, there is a definite lag between chat how do you use Google Hangouts though? I mean, I'm on a PC. I'm not using a wireless device. Just do a direct live stream to YouTube. Let's see what happens if I. Let's see if I would love to be able to figure that out. Okay. Let me pull this screen share up. All right. Here's what I've got when I'm in my Google Hangouts. Here's my Google Hangouts. Okay, so providing I wanted to stream this way, I don't even know how I would do it, because I'm not technically Hangouts. No, that wouldn't be how to do it. I need to pull screen share back off there. I'd love to figure out some better, more efficient ways to do this whole process. That would be most excellent, friend, for sure. I do have the technology to do it. I'm just not being able to fully efficiently utilize the technology I have, and that is a definite fucking issue. Excuse the language. I apologize for that. Go to Creator Studio, right? I get that. Go to my live stream, start an event. And then once I started the event, who's got some time? You got any time? Do you have any time, Drone Worship? Or at least a few minutes we could like do some experimenting or something? Hey, Jinx, hey, don't talk shit, because if it works out, then that means I could bring everybody in and I. Oh, shit. Alright, well, I want to try to. How do I. So once I've got once I've got an event scheduled, what do I do then? I go to Google Hangouts. If I'm not. Oh, I guess I would just. No, I don't. Brain fart. That would be neat. Let me, folks, bear with me for just a minute. I really want to. See, he done come in here and chat and got me damn wanting to experiment. Tell you it's good. Give me 5 minutes, or not even 5 minutes, folks. I will be right back. I really sincerely will, because I have to do this experiment for the benefit of not just the channel, but for my own personal knowledge, for my friends, for the opportunity to better reconnect with everybody. But anyway, I'll be right back. I will be right back. Literally right back.